Hello everyone. In today's video we're going to talk about accounting and bookkeeping for restaurant and food service industry. We'll cover these few topics in today's video. We'll start with sales and revenue tracking. So in sales and revenue you will need to record the sales that you have done and also the revenue that been generated from all the streams that you are having. Okay, the streams will be your dining cost or someone having party at your restaurant and all this cost or all this revenue that you are having from all the streams. Okay, you will need to record all of them, and also the sales transaction that have been done, like transactions in the cash or credit card transaction or online payments that you that done. Okay, you need to track all of them, and you have to make sure that there is no error between the sales that you have done and the reported cash you have received. The next is expense management. In expense management, you will be monitoring all the expenses that been happening in your business. Okay, and you will need to record all these expenses according to their categories. Okay, like the expenses you have done on food and beverages, your cost of labors, rents, utilities, and suppliers that you had. Okay, and keep a receipts of all these things, and you will that will help you to organize your invoices. Next is inventory management. In inventory management, you need to you need to implement a system. Okay, a system to monitor your stock levels, your tracking that will track your ingredients and the usage of that stocked products. Okay, and this will help you to prevent wastage of the stockings of yours, and do regularly reconcile your physical inventory with the recorded amount. Next is payroll records. In payroll records, you will be maintaining a detailed payroll records, including the employees that been working for you, their hours that they have worked, their wages, their salaries that you are doing, or any other deduction on this thing. And make sure that you do timely payments and to your employees, and do timely wages and taxes. Next is tax compliance. In tax compliance, you will need to keep updated with the latest tax laws or the tax obligations that will include your sales tax, your payroll taxes, and some of the income taxes, and make sure that all the necessary taxes are being filled and are being submitted on time. So let's touch base the bank reconciliation. Bank reconciliation is very important to see that your business is not having any errors in the cash transaction or in any amount transactions. So in bank transaction, bank reconciliation, you will need to regularly reconcile your bank statement with the financial records to see if there is any error or to see if there is any missing transaction in it. Next is profit and loss statement. In profit and loss statement, you will need to generate and review your profit and loss statements regularly to see your financial growth of your business, how much business you have been growing, and it will help you to identify the areas where it needs to be where it needs an improvement. Okay, so profit and loss statement will help you out in this. Next is cash flow management. Now if you are running a business in a restaurant business, okay, so cash flow management is very crucial for it. Cash flow management will help you to monitor your inflows and outflows of the cash and the transaction you are having. Okay, and it will make sure that you have enough liquidity of cash that will help you to cover the over expenses or overhead expenses while it's a off season. And now we'll talk about account receivable and payable. In account receivable and payable, you will be keeping record of the money that you have to pay to your suppliers or the money that you are yet to collect from the customers. Okay, that all will be recorded in account receivable and payable. Next is credit card processing fees. When we swipe any credit card, it takes out certain amount of that transaction. So this will be you will be need to analyze credit card processing fees to make sure that they don't eat much money from your profit margins. So let's talk about some of the key indicators that will show the performance and the track success of this industry. Okay, so first indicator will be revenue per table indicator. This indicator will measure how much revenue you've been generating from each table. from each table, how much revenue you've been generating from one dinner on the one table. And next is food cost percentage. This indicator will calculate this indicator will calculate the food cost divided by the total revenue that you are having. So the differentiation in this will be calculated as your profit. Next is labor cost percentage. This indicator calculates the labor cost that been divided by the total revenue that you have generated. Okay. Now table turnover rate. So this indicator is very important when it comes to a restaurant business. Okay. So this indicator will measure how quickly your tables are occupied. Okay. How quickly your tables are occupied, then how quickly your tables are vacated. How much time a customer takes to eat at one table, or how much time he occupied at your restaurant. Now let's talk about customer satisfaction score. So if you are into a business that been providing services like food industry, okay, you are providing services like if you are giving them food or beverages, bars, restaurant like that, so you will need to gather feedback from the customers. You can do it by having some surveys, or you can do it by online reviews, or you can do it by review at a time. You can ask them how was the food, or how was our services. Okay, so this all will be indicated by this indicator. And now let's talk about inventory turnover. So this indicator will calculate how quickly you go through your inventory. This will help you to reduce your food waste, and this will also help you to optimize your purchasing power. Reservation rate indicator will monitor your percentage of the reservation compared to the walk-in customers. How much reservation that been made to your restaurant, and how much customers that attended that reservation or have dined in that restaurant. Next is gross profit margin. This indicator is very crucial when it comes to a restaurant profitability. It will calculate your gross profit from the total revenue that you have done. Okay, revenue, you can have a much more revenue, but there is certain fees that cut out from that been cut out when it's time to extract the total gross profit. Cost of customer acquisition. This indicator will determine how much it costs to acquire a new customer through some marketing strategies or through some advertising efforts of yours. Okay, so this all will be calculated in your cost of customer acquisition. Next is average order value. So average order value indicator will calculate how much a customer orders averagely when it comes to customers ordering system. So how much average order value of a customer that come to your restaurant, and how much average cost that he spends when it comes to it. Employee turnover rate. In employee turnover rate, this indicator will keep track of how often your employees leave. Okay, if there is a high turnover, that can increase your recruitment or it can increase your training cost. And here at Meru, we provide the best services for bookkeeping and accounting for restaurant and food service industry. So that was all for the today's video. Thank you guys, and have a nice day.